In this video, we are going to build our application for Android platform and generate the unsigned APK. Then we can install the APK on our mobile device to test out the application. Now, whatever we are going to do here in generating the unsigned APK, it will follow the same process when you want to generate or go for the iOS platform. The first thing that we need to do is inside our config.xml, we need to make some changes. Now, we just need to make some simple changes because we only want to generate unsigned APK and test out the application on our mobile device. We are not going to be generating the APK so as to upload or publish to the Play Store. So the first thing I need to do here is this widget. I need to change the ID. Now, this is going to be a unique identifier. So when you decide to publish your APK to the Play Store, you can use this as the unique identifier. So the first thing is I'll say I'll use my name, then forecast app. So you can just use any app name you want. Now for the version number, I'll leave it at 0.01. If maybe after generating, you want to regenerate without deleting the platform's folder that will be created, you just need to increase the version number. The next thing is to change the name of the application. So I'll call mine forecast weather app. So you can add any name you want. Then I'll give a description. So I'll say an awesome weather app. Then for the author, you can add your name right here. Then if you have like a website, you can add a link. Then you can add your email here as well. Now I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to publish this APK that will be generated. Then you can go ahead, look at other properties we have inside the config.xml for the Android platform for iOS. Then if you scroll down, you are going to see the different plugins that we added, like the Cordova plugin geolocation, Cordova SQLite storage, Cordova plugin in-app browser. We installed these plugins, whereas the other plugins were automatically added when we created our application. So right now, I'm going to save this file. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to add the platform. Now, the platform, like I said, is going to be the Android platform. Now, to add the platform, all I need to do is open the terminal, navigate to your project. Now, inside your project, you need to run this command, Ionic Cordova platform add Android. Because we are targeting the Android platform, you need to add this command. If you're targeting the iOS platform, it's going to be Ionic Cordova platform add iOS. This is how you go about it. But since we are targeting Android, it's going to be Ionic Cordova platform add Android. So the next thing is just hit enter. So this is going to add the platform to your application, so that when we create the resources for it, it's going to generate the resources based on the platform that have been added. So I'll wait for this because it's going to take some time. So right now I have the Android platform added to my application. Now what I want to do next is, in this video you're going to see some files. One of it is called icon.png, the other is splash.png. Now what you are going to do inside your resources folder, delete the default icon and PNG images, and then add the one you are to download into your resources folder. Now if I open up, this is how my icon.png looks like. You can decide to create something better than this, and this is how my splash.png file look like. So you can download the one I have provided, add them into your resources folder, and then we need to generate the resources. Now we need to run a command, and what that command will do is it's going to generate the icons and splash images for every display. So for the icons, you can see It has different resolutions. As you can see, the same applies to the splash images. So I'll delete all of this. So if I open up Splash, you can see we have different files and they all have different resolutions. So the command we need to run, I've already run mine to generate all of this. Go back to your folder or the terminal. I'll clear this. So you run Ionic Cordova resources. So run this command. Is going to generate all of those files. As you can see here, it's telling me no need to regenerate images dash source files because I have already created the resources. But yours, if you are doing it for the first time, it's going to generate all of those images. Now I'll go back. The next thing we need to do, so if you check inside your Android folder, you are going to see all of these images with different resolutions. Now it's time for us to build the application. Now the APK we are going to generate is going to be an unsigned APK. We can't add that to the Play Store. We only can add to our Android mobile device and then install so that we can test out the application. Now this follows the same process if you are doing for iOS. Now to install or generate the build, I'll clear this. I'm going to run the command Ionic Cordova build Android. Now if you're building for iOS, you just run Ionic Cordova build iOS. But I'm building for Android, so this is going to be Android. So you type in this command Ionic Cordova build Android and you hit enter. Now this is going to generate first a platforms folder. Inside we are going to navigate to see the app-debug.apk file that will be created once this build is successful. As you can see right here, the build was successful, and here it says built the following APK. Inside my project there is a folder called platforms, Android, app, build, outputs, APK folder, then app-debug.apk. Now the APK has been generated. So all I just have to do is to send this into my phone, then install and then test the installed, and also I have Android Studio installed. So if you are getting any kind of errors, maybe it might be because you don't have Android Studio installed on your machine. But if you do, then you need to update the required Android versions. It might display and show you the errors if that needs to be updated. So what I'm going to do is I'll open up the folder that contains my. So right here, right now I'm inside my project folder. You can see a platforms folder has been created. So I'll go into the platforms folder, then Android, app, build, outputs, APK, debug, and then you can find the app-debug.apk file. Maybe if we want to create the signed APK file and add or publish to the Play Store, we can change the name. But right now, this is the file that you are going to see inside the APK debug folder. So you can just send this into your mobile device, your Android mobile device, install and test out the application.